Content creation requires so many skills that even those that do it full time for many years are constantly learning and refining their craft. But despite this constant growth, there are many things that remain the same. My intro, for example, has been pretty consistent for 37 episodes now. There is a good reason for this. However, we have to make an effort to try new things too. Welcome to Creators' Thoughts. Today we're going to be talking about familiarity and routine. Most regular viewers of a YouTube channel, Twitch stream, podcast, or even TV show experience déjà vu while enjoying content. Music, colours, voice styles, sign-off phrases, the list goes on and on. Some might say that reusing the same playbook for each piece of content is lazy or boring, but it can be incredibly important, and I suspect you won't have considered all the reasons why. The most obvious reason is familiarity. In our lives outside of consuming content, there are plenty of stresses. Having a familiar voice uttering familiar words and phrases can be reassuring. If you've ever loved a film, book, musical or TV show, you have likely enjoyed it multiple times. You know exactly what's going to happen, but that familiarity brings you joy. Repeating the same phrase can also trigger nostalgia. Karis, a fellow streamer of mine, utters the word fuss regularly as she derps. Members of her community and I will giggle and talk about the other fuss moments we've had, not just during that stream, but previous streams too. And that conversation always leads to smiles and giggles. Now for an example that I'd be impressed if you've thought of. I may not talk about it a lot, but I have a passion for music. And no, I don't create any, but I do enjoy it and love sitting down and listening to an album, experiencing the emotion and picking a song apart, figuring out how it works both musically and emotionally. This may sound like a tangent, but here's my theory. A familiar phrase in content is like a chorus in a song. It's repeated multiple times, and as a consumer of multiple videos or multiple verses, you can't help but learn the chorus. The first time you hear it, you take it in. By the second or third chorus, you know how it goes and find yourself joining in. At that point, you are no longer listening, you're experiencing the music. You've gone from watching a car drive down the road to being in the car. An example of this effect can be seen in classic television game shows, many of which had a catchphrase. In the UK, we were blessed with a game show host, Bruce Forsyth. Many of his shows had their own catchphrases. Arguably, the most well-known came from the Generation game. Bruce would start with, "Nice to see ya," and everyone from the audience joined in with the second part of "to see you nice." Common routine throughout media allows the audience to feel part of it. That was my pitch for an idea you may not have thought of. If you had thought of that one already, I want to hear about it so I can tip my hat to you. Although I'm not quite finished yet. Creating content requires plenty of thought. Having some aspects become routine allows for more creativity to be directed at the content that matters. You should know where it's best to invest your energy. And the final good reason for a routine is that it's something we refine over time. A YouTuber might always sign off with, "Don't forget to click that subscribe button and destroy the like button. You'll see me next Friday for more death-defying action." This is all making sure that your video ends with a reminder for the viewers to take action and when to expect the next installment. Deviating away from that format might mean that you forget to remind viewers about the next installment. However, routine is not set in stone, and I think it's important as creators that we routinely consider what we can do to refine it. I'm a creator, and those are my thoughts, so I've achieved my goals for this episode. Have you got anything to add? As always, I'd love to hear them via email, Twitter, or carrier pigeon. Although, be warned, my neighbour's cat recently caught a pigeon, so no guarantee on the pigeon making it back to you. Thank you for listening. Bye bye now.